Hello everybody, this is A Shadowbox and welcome back to Goldcrest Valley in Farming Simulator 17. Now, you may be looking at our money and going, "Oh my god, what did you do?" Well, I'll tell you what I did. I recorded a whole nother episode, and then when I went to edit it, I realized that my mic was not set to record. Yeah. So it was like an hour of harvesting sunflower and corn and yeah, no microphone whatsoever. But that still doesn't explain what happened to the money. Um, well, we got a water trailer. And why did we get a water trailer? Because we need a water trailer to water our pigs. Yeah, we have pigs. What else did I buy? I feel like there's something else. Oh yeah, fertilizer. Big one. I had like $100,000. Oh, right. Um, we also maxed out our loan. And we got 25 pigs. So that cost $75,000 and some change to deliver it. So first thing we're going to do this morning is actually head over to the pig farm and see if they need cleaned. Which they probably do. We just bought the pigs last night at like 9 o'clock at night in game time. Oh, you know what? Before we head over there, it would be smart, whip around really quick. Don't worry, that's still our first destination. I'm not really doing anything else. You'll see. We should probably take some straw. Full. That's great. I love that you can do that now. There's no way you could do that in Farming Sim 2013 or 15. Hey look, GPS! Most people who say that the GPS mod isn't realistic, checkmate. It's in a default Farming Simulator tractor. I'm starting to wish I did the series on Silvercrest Valley, just because, which is a mod map, because I believe it takes all the animals and moves them into your farmyard. Yeah, would be useful. Oh well. A little too late now. Yeah, thankfully I only lost one episode of Farming Sim 17 due to that microphone error. I lost 2 episodes of Transport Fever. Though I was able to revert a save on that one, so you guys only missed 1 episode, even though I recorded 2. I was able to revert one of them. I'm just gonna dump that in there for now. Alright. Piggies. See what we've got going on. There's our water trailer. So we can just zip in here and refill the pigs with water, or refill the water trough for the pigs. There we go. Those are the correct words to use in this instance. Alright. Oh. Scoop, 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 scoop. Excellent. You guys, have your feedback. Let's take a look at the pig's stats, shall we? Alright, so keep in mind the cleanliness hasn't updated yet or anything, since we just scooped that. So we're already getting some manure and liquid manure, which is excellent. Our reproduction rate is right around 6 hours, which is awesome. It means we're getting 4 pigs every day, which means we'll fill a trailer in a day and a half. Sorry, 2.5 days. And a trailer is probably about $30,000. Well, like a full trailer of pigs is probably about $30,000. I actually don't know how the pig selling works. I think there's just a set price for pigs, right? It's not like it's a It's not like there's a price for pigs on here. Yeah, no. Darn. There should be a price for pigs on here, and it should fluctuate. Just like it did for the mod in Farming Sim 15. Oh well. I'm just happy we have new livestock mechanics in this game, honestly. So there's our tiny amount of manure, and we've got liquid manure in there as well. So that will eventually be a good source of free fertilizer for us. Though, we'll only be able to use it every once in a while. So I'm thinking about either letting the pigs grow into a big... Is it a herd of pigs? Or a... I don't know. A big something of pigs into, like, maybe 50 pigs? Or maybe just keeping them at 25 and selling them every time we get 10. Though, of course, if we... Obviously, the more pigs that we get, the faster they'll reproduce. So maybe if we just say we're gonna let the pigs keep reproducing until we're at the point where we're getting a pig every hour. That would be awesome. Or maybe we'll let them grow 10 and then sell 10. Let them grow 10 and then sell 10. Until we get to the point where we're getting a pig every hour. And then when we're getting a pig every hour, heck, we'll just keep it at that number. Okay. So let's get this tractor parked back up over here. Obviously we don't have enough money to buy a fertilizer sprayer yet. Or not fertilizer sprayer, manure sprayer yet. What I would like to do the first stage of fertilization before the field is cultivated or planted. And I'd like to do that with manure. And then use the artificial fertilizer as the second step after it's planted or cultivated. And then once it sprouts, use the weeder for the third step. So 2 of our 3 steps is going to be free fertilizer, if everything works out according to plan. Of course, we would get more fertilizer if we had cows. I still think that sheep should give you fertilizer as well, but they don't, unfortunately. Maybe that would make sheep too overpowered. I don't know. Because you do get really good money from the sheep. You get like $12,000 per pallet of wool. I have hiccups. Again, always. It's like every time I record, hiccups decide to pop up. At least make some kind of appearance. Alright. Go. Oh wait, actually we don't need that. We're just going to collect that straw and dump it in the trailer, and then take that trailer up to the pigs. I don't want to scoop the entire field with the bucket, to be honest, so... yeah. So we did harvest the corn and sunflower, and we got, I don't know, a pretty decent amount off. Not anything like shocking. I think we got like 10,000 liters of corn off the field and like 8,000 liters of sunflower, something like that. And of course we used it to feed the pigs, though not all of it, just a couple thousand each. And we took wheat over to the pigs as well. So now we're just finishing harvesting the wheat field, and then it'll be time to turn the fields over. But I know that we just did the fields being turned over for our last episode. So once we collect the wheat off of this field, I'm actually going to let a hired worker turn the fields over. And we're going to do something else. What that something else is, I don't know yet. Depending where we are on time, by the time we're done harvesting this field, that might just be time to call the episode. And if that happens, then I'll just turn the fields over in between episodes. But the next things that I'm going to buy are definitely, without a doubt, a pickup truck and an animal trailer. And that's so we can start making money off our pigs. Oh, you may notice I also have the vehicle group switcher in now. That's primarily because the multiplayer farm, we have a ton of vehicles now, and they're kind of spread out all over the map, or based all over the map. So it's nice having the groups. It's not too useful on the single player farm yet, since, you know, the vehicles we have are very nice, or, you know, mid-game. We don't have that many. We have 4, so yeah, not really a big deal yet for us. I really still want to get in good with, what's his name? Farmer Harris? Or not Harris. It's like, is it Harris? I don't know. The farmer down south that owns 23 and 24. Because I really want to buy fields 23 and 24. I also want to buy field 19 and turn that into a permanent sugar beet field, and then we'll just get the tractor operated sugar beet machinery for now. And the only reason I want to do that is for the pigs, obviously. I would like them to be at 100% production if possible. But that's not going to happen until we get either potatoes or sugar beets. And since the tractor pulled potato harvester is a joke, has a working width of like a meter, we'll probably go with the sugar beets. So how is everybody doing? I hope you're enjoying the videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. And I hope you're enjoying the Transport Fever videos as well. That is really fun for me. That game is really fun for me. I do wish the business side of things was more in-depth, and I wish you had AI competition. But to me, the other aspects of the game more than make up for it. Well, maybe not more than make up for it, but make up for it. You know, I may do a series on Railroad Tycoon 3 after we're done with Transport Fever. It's just kind of gotten me in the mood for a railroad game. Would you guys like to see some train simulator? I don't know if that's really something that I would get into. I did a spotlight on it a long time ago. I think that was my 900 subscriber special, was a train simulator special. It's okay. It's not the greatest, just because it's, I don't know, I think it's kind of boring, because at least with a farming game, you know, with Farming Simulator, there's free mods you can get, there's, you know, you can actually turn your vehicle on the trains, on Train Simulator. It's literally like forward, stop, backward, stop, forward, forward faster, forward slower, stop. I did see the video from Squirrel, though, where he reviewed the Train Simulator, like, control panel, and that seemed really neat. I'm not gonna lie, I almost bought it, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't really play Train Simulator. Silly, silly A Shadowbox. You shouldn't be spending money that you don't have for a game you don't play. But it actually looked pretty good. I was thinking about trying it out again. Also thinking about trying out American Truck Simulator again. Apparently they've come out with a new truck, and obviously they've come out with Arizona and Nevada, but apparently they also have a new Peterbilt truck, which would be awesome, because that was the truck I was kind of waiting for. Oh, pardon me, had to get a drink of water. Sorry if the mic picked up that swallowing. I don't know, that sound freaks me out. I'm going to try to find that in editing and cut it out. So yeah, this is just me rambling, trying to fill time. You know what we could do? We could get that other tractor. We can get the blue tractor started on fertilizing. Remember I said I was going to allow myself to use one hired worker at a time until we're in a better financial situation and have more fields. So yeah, I think we're going to take advantage of that. How much fertilizer is in this thing? Not enough. Open, drop again. I'm just going to put in one bucket. Not even one bucket. This should be more than enough to get the fields done. There we go. Oh, also I found out that the corn seeder, the corn, sugar beet, and sunflower seeder, it has a fertilizer tank in it. So that's really useful. Let's see, the next thing we are sowing on these fields is barley on this field and corn on the big field. Whoops, that's just B. I meant to hit H. Are you kidding me? Fertilize that field. Don't make me sit here and watch you. Close the cover. Well, he's not going to let me close the cover. Oh well. Don't spill any, okay? Hey, I guessed that distance pretty well. Okay. Back to the harvester. Hopefully that guy is smart enough to finish fertilizing without us. I do want to run the time on 5 times speed. Alright, we're getting a decent amount of wheat off this. Not weed. Wheat. Wheat. I just noticed like how I say wheat, like really fast. Somebody actually pointed that out to me. One of my friends I play Farming Simulator with. He's like, I was like, come on, we need to go harvest the wheat. And he was like, did you just say we have to harvest the wheat? And I was like, no, wheat. I don't partake in the consumption of marijuana. Thank you very much. Oh, why did I shut off the harvester? I meant to turn it on. Come on. Are you sure you don't participate in the consumption of marijuana, Shadowbox? Because you seem to be really absent-minded, like, all the time. Yeah, well, that's just how I am. Don't do drugs, kids. Kids are bad. Or, kids are bad. See? Oh, gosh. Drugs are bad. In my defense, I just got off work. And I wouldn't normally be recording after I get off work because I'm always really, really tired. But the farming sim that I had planned to release today, Friday, yeah, no good. So I have to re-record it. Which is this video. So I've got to do some extra recording in order to get caught up. So I still have to record a Transport Fever episode. Though I might procrastinate that until tomorrow. Alright. Oh, there goes that sign. It was probably not important anyway. So yeah, guys, big surprise, I guess, coming tomorrow. It is Farming Simulator related, so make sure you keep your eyes open for it. That's a surprise video coming on Saturday, December 3rd. That is Farming Simulator related. And yeah, I think you guys are going to like it. I liked it. I had a good time making the video. It's actually a series of videos to be released every Saturday for the next 4 Saturdays anyway. Psst. Cutting down the wheat. That's not what the harvester sounds like at all. That sounds like the angry bee who's mad at the harvester for cutting down the wheat. So I am debating if we should look into getting some greenhouses. Might be a good idea for some extra income. You know, I'm always a fan of extra income. But we don't really have the startup costs available right now. I mean, I can always do some missions and change that. But from this point on, I kind of want to limit how many missions that we do. I'd like our profit to come mainly from our own farm, instead of, getting contracted out to other jobs. Though I do want to make sure that we get max relationship with that farmer to the south of us. Just because I want to get those fields as cheap as possible. Save money any way you can in hard mode. This is actually the first game I've played in hard mode of Farming Simulator. Normally I play normal. Easy's too easy. So, this is a first for me. So far, I'm enjoying it. That may be because we went ahead and got the golden nuggets, though. You know what? This thing is so slow. Why am I driving this to the tractor? I should be driving the tractor to this. I do like the fill mechanic in single player. I wish it did that in multiplayer servers. It does if you host them from your computer, but it doesn't for a dedicated server, unfortunately. Alright, look at that. 30,000... more or less 30,000 liters of wheat off of that field. That's pretty darn good. Nearly a full tipper's worth. I also noticed this tipper has a beacon, like, in the middle of the bottom, like, over behind the first axle. Or is that on top of the first axle? I don't really know. I should pay attention to the road. Okay. So we'll take a look at our crop totals here in a minute. Alright. 356 left until our next pig. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. A lot of wheat. 67,465 liters. If that price can get over 500, we're going to sell. In fact, we're gonna do that after we take care of this. After we take care of this, what are you doing? You stupid, stupid helper. They really need to fix the AI helpers. Please, Giants, you've been very good about releasing patches so far, but the AI helpers are still horrendous. Please, please, please fix the AI helpers so I don't have to use Courseplay when it comes out. I think the free labor of Courseplay is cheaty. But I will use it if you can't provide me with a good, legitimate alternative. Wage payment my butt. You're fired. I'm just gonna drop this for now. Yeah, that was a really bad drop. Just kind of didn't even slow down. It's like one of those from the movies, like a bad parent dropping their kid off at school. Just open the door and push him out. Notice how I said bad parent. Kids, if your parents do that to you, you should tell somebody. Okay. Scoop. Yeah, this is the poor man's way of collecting wheat. Just considering we can't afford a loading wagon or a baler. Also, I'm not going to pick up the wheat off the field just to sell, like with a loading wagon, because you get a lot more money for baling it. You get, I want to say it's like almost double the money for baling it as opposed to just collecting it and selling it. So bales are not only good for storage, they're good for selling too. Thank you, multiplayer game, for showing me that. So I'm thinking about doing, I'm going to talk about Transport Fever a little bit more. I really am enjoying that game. I'm thinking about doing a Transport Fever live stream. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? And I don't know if I should make it the same map as our Let's Play or a different map. Just because I do pre-record the videos, so if we make it the same map, you're going to be seeing like ahead of the video release schedule. Unless I do the live stream first. No, that still wouldn't work. So yeah, if we do a live stream, it will probably be a separate series. Just like the Lunar Gaming Farming is a separate series from this. Except there's no multiplayer in Transport Fever. That's the one major thing, well, not multiplayer. The one major thing that Transport Fever is lacking is any kind of business simulation. The only business simulation there is in Transport Fever is vehicle running costs, road and track maintenance. Well, basically operating costs, maintenance costs, and purchase costs. And, you know, income. That's as deep as the business simulation gets. You can also take out a loan from the bank that has interest, which is it. But there's no stock market, there's no issuing bonds, there's no investing in other companies and buying them out. There's no separate personal bank account for your player, you know, that's separate from your company, like there is in Railroad Tycoon. What was that? Do you see the wheat just like fly out of the bucket? That was cool. So yeah, the business simulation of Transport Fever is light. But the vehicle simulation is pretty good. And the route simulation. Overall, I like the game. I would give it probably a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. Now, if you're used to reading like Game Informer or something like that, that might sound like a very low score. It's like, oh, good games always get 9s or 10s. It's like, no, for me, a good game is like a 7.5 to a 9 is a good game, and then a great game is a 9 to a 9.9, and then a flawless, superb game, which I've never encountered, is a 10. Apart from maybe Mass Effect 2. Or Mass Effect 1. I don't know. No, neither one of those were really 10s. Anyway, point being, Transport Fever is a good game. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Say, a mediocre game would be from a 5 to a 6.9 for me. And then a bad game would be below a 5. And a horrendous game would be below a 2. Maybe I should start a video game review system. Maybe I should resurrect my other channel that's just called A Shadowbox and do stuff like that over there. That's an idea. I would have to delete, like, all of my videos off that channel, though, because they all suck. I mean, suck more than usual. I really don't have the time to run a second channel, though. I barely have enough time to run the one channel. So, yeah. Probably not going to do that. Did we actually get like a full tipper out of this wheat? Or straw? It's not wheat, it's straw. Oh no, that's the wrong side. Okay. Well, we're gonna get the hired worker to... We're gonna give the hired worker another chance. Against my better judgment. We're gonna give the hired worker another chance. Okay. Alright. Rock and roll. Not as good placement there, but it's whatever. Let's get this off the field. We got corn and barley going on the fields next. Corn on the big field, barley on the little fields. There we go. And let's get this up to almost at the sheep. Pigs. Yeah, 20,000 liters of straw should be good for a long time for them. I didn't really get the impression that they go through food very quickly. Or at least not yet. Not until we have a lot more of them. Like, if we have 250 pigs, that would be insane. Then they would need like 10 times the food. Sorry, another drink of water. It was so cold at work today. And I was, like, my clothes actually got all wet too, because I was washing an excavator. And the water kept, like, bouncing off of the water in the mud kept, like, bouncing off of the excavator and rebounding on me. So I was, like, cold and wet, miserable and awful, yeah. I'm sure you guys can relate, or some of you guys can relate. Pretty much anyone who has a physical job that works outside. Alright, so there is a nice pile. Oh, we still have straw. Dump more straw. Dump more straw. There. There we go. Now, we have a nice pile of straw to pull for our pigs. Oh, they've already spilled some more corn out of their feeding trough. They eat like pigs. Helper D has completed their task. I call shenanigans. Oh, no, actually, maybe he did. Look where he is on the map. Maybe he actually did complete his task. I hope so. Oh, look at that! The hired worker actually did a field properly. It is a day for great rejoicing, my friends. Okay, we're just going to kind of position this guy over here because we are going to take a look at that wheat price. Actually, let's do that now. 482, and then it stopped. We need operating capital, so I'm tempted to sell it anyway. And plus, I don't think I've ever really seen a green price for wheat or barley. It seems mostly to be for the low yield crops, so you can maximize your profits out of them. And start. Yay! Okay, now you... We're gonna grab the cedar. Set it to barley. Oh, shoot. That pesky only one hired worker rule. Well, you're just gonna idle here until that worker's done, and then you're gonna get started. Okay. There we go. Huh. Do I want to hang on to that wheat? No, you know what? We're going to experiment. We're going to use this load of wheat to, A, get us some operating capital, because we need some operating capital, and B, experiment with the train, because that's something I haven't done at all yet. So let's get this tipper loaded. Let's see, where is the train? I should not have gone this way. Illegal U-turn. It's a tractor, so who cares? The police care. Rightfully. I would pull me over for doing that. Is our hired worker still behaving? Looks like it, and it looks like, what's the name? H. Hector. Looks like Hector is almost done. I don't know. Don't expect the names to be consistent, guys. Just fair warning. You know what we need? If my friend Trix from Lunar Gaming is watching this, we're gonna need to get a pressure washer on this farm, aren't we? Because the dirty equipment's gonna drive you nuts, Trix. I know it is. What the heck is that? Oh, if we wanted to... Okay. Hector's done. So we shouldn't get any money for this, right? This is just going into the train. Or into this storage. More like. And then we'll probably have to load it at the train. Yeah, because it doesn't know which train we want it to... load. So we'll have to... Yeah, like I said, absolutely no idea how this works. Well, I shouldn't say absolutely no idea. Very, very faint idea on how this whole train system works. Hey, this can be my train simulator, using the trains in Farming Simulator. Farming Simulator is becoming Train Simulator, Farming Simulator, and Logging Simulator. And it does all of those things better than the competitor. Except for maybe Train Simulator. Okay, but Helper H is done, which means once we drive by, we can activate this case here with a hired worker. I would be doing this myself just to save money, but you know, I really want to test out this train thing with you guys. And we just did, we were just turning over the fields last episode, so I want to do something fresh, you know? Oh, there's TeamSpeak beeping at me. Alright, so this bakery, or mill, or whatever that we're going to, we have to take the outside line. Ooh, this tractor has a beast horn. Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna leave this parked in here. I'm gonna pretend that they're gonna close the doors on this tractor for me, so we can drive the train. Heck yes. I wish they chose a different locomotive, though. This is not a common locomotive in the United States. Alright, so in this first car here, $62,000 liters of wheat. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a locomotive like this in the United States. I think I actually recognize this locomotive from a European locomotive in Transport Fever called like the Crocodile or something like that. Wow, how much wheat are we going to be able to hold in there? Enough. Alright, so we have almost a full car's load of wheat. Now we gotta get to the Maplefield Mill and sell it. Hopefully we'll get, you know, $28,000 or so off of it. Which would be enough to buy our cattle trailer, at least. Which we should probably get before the pickup truck, because we can tow the cattle trailer with a tractor, obviously. It's a very scenic line. I do appreciate that. Lots of trees and greenery. This must be the mill here. We're gonna go by it. Yep, we went right by it. Oh, hey, check it out. That car in the back does open. There we go. $29,890. Very nice. Alright, gotta remember to use our horn at any railroad crossings. Too bad there's no bell, too. So there's the sawmill. I guess that's a sell point for logs. Off the train. And the bridge. Some of this looks familiar from the golden nugget hunt, of course. And here we are back at the central hub. I'll give it to him. That does feel like a pretty appropriate amount of time to slow the train down. There we go. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. Please stay tuned for the new... Please keep your eyes peeled for 2 new videos coming out tomorrow. One of them is the surprise video that is Farming Simulator related. The other is the next episode of Transport Fever. So, I hope to see you for both of those videos, guys. And until then, have a good one.